You think you know pain, but you don't, boy. You only know the kind that stings for a while. I'm talking about the kind that buries itself deep in your bones and never leaves. The kind that turns every sunrise into a reminder that you survived when part of you wished you hadn't. I've lived long enough to know that the world doesn't care about your tears. It doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about the promises people made to you. It will take from you without warning, and it will keep taking until there's nothing left but the part of you that refuses to die. That part is who you really are. I've been lied to, cheated on, abandoned, forgotten. I've stood at graves with my hands shaking because the person in the ground was supposed to be beside me for the rest of my life. I've watched people walk away without looking back. I've learned that love is not enough to make someone stay. I've tasted hunger, not the kind where you skip lunch, but the kind where your ribs feel like knives inside your skin. I've gone days without hearing my name spoken by anyone who cared, and yet here I am, breathing, walking, talking. That boy is what strength looks like. Not smiling for the camera, not showing off what you have, but dragging yourself through hell every day without a hand to hold. You want to be strong? Then stop looking for someone to save you. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop hoping that life will be fair. It won't. It never has. It never will. You want something. Get up and bleed for it. Suffer for it. Take hits until you can't stand, and then crawl until you can stand again. Every scar you get will tell a story, and those stories will be the only truth you can trust. Pain doesn't lie, people do. Pain will tell you where it hurts, who hurt you, and how deep it went. It will teach you more than joy ever will. I've laughed in moments where my heart was breaking, because I knew the world was watching, and I wasn't about to give it the satisfaction of seeing me fall. I've swallowed rage like fire in my throat, and I've turned it into fuel. When you think you can't go on, that's when you're closest to becoming who you're meant to be. Comfort is where you rot. Pain is where you grow. I've slept on cold floors. I've worked with bloody hands. I've walked home in the rain with nothing in my pockets but lint and a stubborn will. And I tell you this, nothing was wasted. Not the nights I cried. Not the mornings I wanted to stay in bed. Not the friends I lost. Not the love that died. It all carved me into something harder than the world's teeth. Something it couldn't chew and spit out. You want to live easy, go ahead, but you'll be weak. You'll be fragile. You'll be at the mercy of anyone who wants to break you. You want to live strong, then stop avoiding the fire. Walk into it and let it burn everything fake in you. Let it strip you down until all that's left is raw, unshakable truth. I've buried men stronger than me. I've seen women with eyes like steel crumble into dust because they forgot that strength isn't about how loud you roar. It's about how silent you can be while the storm tears you apart and you keep standing. When no one's clapping for you, when no one's watching, that's when you find out who you are. And sometimes who you are is ugly, angry, tired. But if it's still moving, it's enough. One day, you'll be on the ground, and the people you thought would lift, you won't even look your way. You'll feel the dirt in your teeth. weight of the world on your chest, and you'll think it's over. But if you can move even one finger, even 1 inch, you're not done. And when you get back up, you'll be dangerous, because nothing will scare you anymore. You'll know you can lose everything and still be here, breathing, walking, fighting. That's real power. They'll tell you to forgive everyone. They'll tell you to be kind to those who hurt you. I say forgive if it frees you, but never forget. Forgetting is how you get cut by the same knife twice. Learn to carry your scars like medals. They prove you've been to war and lived through it. Don't hide them. Don't be ashamed of them. Let them remind you of what you survived. I've outlived my enemies. I've buried my rivals. I've sat alone in quiet rooms, knowing I was the last one left. And you know what I felt? Peace. Not because I had everything, but because I had myself. I could look in the mirror and know I didn't quit. I didn't sell my soul. I didn't bow to anyone who didn't deserve it. You want that feeling. You have to earn it. No one will hand it to you. No one will crown you without you first fighting for the throne. And the throne is not made of gold. It's made of every step you took when your legs wanted to give out. Every night you stayed awake planning your next move. Every time you bit your tongue instead of wasting your breath on someone too small to understand your vision. You think you're tired now. Good. That means you're working. That means you're in the fire. Don't you dare step out. Stay there until it shapes you into something the world can't break. And when you're ready, when you walk out of that fire with your head high and your heart steady, you won't need to say a word. They'll see it in your eyes. They'll know you've been somewhere they couldn't survive. They'll know you've become the storm they fear. And in that moment, you'll understand what I've been trying to tell you. Your pain is not your enemy. It's your weapon. Use it. Carry it. And never let anyone take it from you. Because the day you do is the day you stop being alive. Life will break you in ways you never imagined. People will leave when you need them the most. You will learn that love can turn into poison. Friends will become strangers overnight. The world will not care about your tears. Time will not stop for your pain. No one will save you except yourself. The dreams you once had will fade if you do nothing. Opportunities will slip away while you hesitate. You will regret the days you wasted. The mirror will show you the cost of your choices. The scars will remind you of your battles. Your enemies will laugh when you fall. Your silence will be mistaken for weakness. You will be tested when you are already tired. Life will demand more than you think you can give. You will see the unfair succeed. You will see the good crushed. You will question why you should keep going. The answer will not come from the sky. It will come from the fire inside you. You will have to keep walking in darkness. You will have to fight without applause. The road will be lonely. The nights will be cold. The pain will be constant. The fear will whisper in your ear. The doubt will eat at your heart. You will want to quit 1,000 times. But you cannot quit because no one is coming to carry you. No one is coming to take your place. The weight is yours. The struggle is yours. The fight is yours. If you stop, the world will not notice. If you fail, the world will move on. If you cry, the world will not dry your tears. So you must be stronger than your pain. You must be louder than your fear. You must be harder than your doubt. You must rise after every fall. You must push when you have nothing left. You must endure when you are breaking. You must stand when your legs shake. You must breathe when your chest is heavy. You must move when your soul is tired. You must speak when your voice trembles. You must act when your hands bleed. You must believe when no one else does. You must carry yourself through the fire. You must walk into storms without shelter. You must accept that life owes you nothing. You must accept that pain is part of the deal. You must accept that loss will visit you often. You must accept that loneliness will be your shadow. You must accept that betrayal will come from those closest. You must accept that death will take what you love. You must accept that time will take your youth. You must accept that you are not special to the world. You must accept that you can still be strong. You must accept that you can still create meaning. You must accept that you can still change your fate. You must accept that you can still fight for more. You must accept that you can still rise, even when you are broken, even when you are lost, even when you are scared, even when you are tired, even when you are alone, even when you have failed, even when you have nothing left, because that is when it counts. That is when it matters. That is when you prove yourself. That is when you earn your place. That is when you show the world. That is when you show yourself. That is when you become unbreakable. That is when you become untouchable. That is when you become unstoppable. That is when you become the storm, not the victim of it, not the shadow in it, but the storm itself, moving forward, breaking through, tearing down walls, defying the odds, surviving the impossible, living without apology, walking without fear, speaking without shame, fighting without end, and never looking back.